Let's say you've had a long working career so far, or maybe you've only worked for a few years, or maybe you're still a student. We all have this period every 1 or 2 years when we start redoing our resumes or our CVs. And what we find most challenging about it is that we can't remember all of our accomplishments. And that's one of the key points that I think you need to address if you want to consistently have a good resume throughout your career. So I strongly advise everybody that wants to have a great resume to always keep an accomplishment list in handy and store it somewhere online. And always revisit it and complete it from time to time. So what is an accomplishment list? Basically, the way you structure your resume, the way you structure your interview answers is based on certain situations that you've encountered in your previous work experiences. Now, we call those accomplishments. And what's important about these accomplishments is that obviously you're going to remember you did this and you did that in your particular job role, but would you remember how many sales you made 4 years ago in that particular job? I mean, sure, you might know they were over 500 at this particular price, but are you going to know exactly how much money you made and how many sales and how that compared to everybody else? That's just one example. That's why it's extremely important to document all of these accomplishments and to make this in as much detail as possible. I also advocate resumes being focused on results. So that's why I want you to make it specific and make it quantifiable. Lastly, you also have to make sure that this is applied consistently. So either, put a reminder in your phone for half a year from now, update your CV, or better yet, synchronize the periods when you have performance reviews, especially if you have performance reviews every 6 months, with updating your resume, or at least updating this accomplishment list. Because if you do that, think about it, you get feedback straight away. Okay, this is the screenshot of your past 6 months in your work experience. This is what you did well. This is what you didn't do that well. And you can take all of these accomplishments and just bang, list them on the accomplishment list. And then when you need to actually modify your CV or update it, you're gonna have this very nice list to choose from, and you can actually tailor the lines in your resume based on the job that you're applying to, and you can have a lot of things to choose from. So this is an important tip. It's not something that's gonna make or break your resume, but it's definitely gonna save you a lot of time, and you're gonna avoid any risk of forgetting some of the special things you might have accomplished during your career.